Constant rotation, it's all about the wrist.
Podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Audible is the premier provider of digital audiobooks. Audible has over 180,000 titles to choose from on your iPhone, Android, Kindle, MP3 player, and 500 other devices apparently. So that's, a range of plethoras. Maybe your Tesla. Get that in there. Start driving around.
Plethora of Teslas.
Plethora of Teslas. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but fucking killing it. Phone's going off. But look at that. It's a notification saying that Audible has 180,000 titles to choose from on your iPhone, Android, Kindle, in the genres of business, romance, comedy, sci-fi, and more. Go over to audibletrial.com/consultation. Get yourself one free audiobook. Download a 30-day free trial, and you'll be supporting this network, making two men talking about video games happy. Thank you.
Hey, guys. Interrupting your podcast here to bring you a fucking ad in your face, in your ears from the wonderful place of blueberry.com, BLUBRRY.com. That is where you'll get all your podcast hosting, podcast statistics, or if you just need a PowerPress plugin, or you could just go through full PowerPress sites, get it all in one location, one solution, seamless integration with WordPress. Exceeding your monthly storage is not a problem with blueberry.com. You will just get your overage included in the one price that you pay every single month. Replace your archive for free, print your export, print everything, just get it everywhere, pass it out to your homies, pass it out to your grandma, pass it out to your mom, pass it out to your dog, just get everything out there. But Blueberry will let you do that just for one price. Go over there, hit order now on the homepage, go over to the promo code, type in variable, VARIABLE. That is variable, our promo code. It'll get you one free month of premium subscriptions from blueberry.com. Shout out to them. Thank you for sponsoring this podcast. If I had to do a poll of like what's the worst day of the week, Josh, what would you say?
Monday.
But like can I get a little bit of a fuck Monday? Can we all do it together? 1, 2, 3. Fuck Monday.
Well, I think Monday would lose in the poll, but personally, I like it.
Josh, what I'm here to tell you is that Mondays are music oriented. Mondays.
That's why I like them.
Ah, dude, there we go. Where do you go? You go to soundcloud.com/consultation and get into that.
Where else would you go?
I don't know, but that is the place where you should be. 8 a.m. every Monday. New in rotation compilation, about 30 tracks. We fuck with hip hop, fuck with acoustic, fuck with all that shit. All the genres blended together every single week. Josh, one more time. Just what's the worst day of the week?
Not Monday.
Because
Constant rotation is bringing you all those compilations every Monday.
Damn, Josh, I like that. Boom.
There's only one hope.
It's some sort of constant rotation.
In theaters.
After the previews.
Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to After the Previews. I'm your host, Kyle.
And I'm Garrett. How you doing? I'm back again. No one thought I could do it, but I can, and I'm here. Thank you, Kyle, for having me. I think we're gonna start this off with a awful intro by Garrett, and then we're gonna follow this up really crisply right afterwards with an announcement. So there's a lot going on this network, I feel like, and I feel like there's a lot going on in my life outside of the network and the website and the tweets and all that shit. And constant rotation is a plethora of stuff, I would say. Would you agree, Kyle? Like,
absolutely.
We got sports,
we got everything.
We got video games, we got music,
movies, got music, got interviews with artists,
anime coming soon. And I kind of figurehead the rest of it, not the rest of it, kind of all of it, just kind of making sure it runs smoothly. And I didn't want the product of this show to be compromised because of that. And I feel like Kyle has really stepped his fucking game up as far as helping me out with this show particularly, and as far as constant rotation goes. So kind of a mini announcement, but episode 4, the debut of Kyle, the official host of After the Previews podcast. So I'm going to take the back seat on this bitch. Kyle's going to be the guy moderating the tweets, moderating the show notes. So
you're going to have to designate to drive me home for the first segment, because we're going through the top 10 at the box office this weekend.
And as your motherfucking correspondent, I feel like it's only right that I read these off. So
We're gonna come up with a real name for this segment pretty soon.
yeah, because
But,
box office breakdown has to be taken.
Yeah,
and we're not
that's
trying to be
taken.
copycats.
You know, Showbiz Beat's taken. The movie beat, that thing's taken.
Garrett's Roundup. That's what we're calling it on episode 4. But
now Garrett's top 10 roundup.
there we go. So the weekend of, what was this, the 26th through the 28th, I believe.
Yeah.
We had 2 main big releases that kind of made our top 10. We had Don't Breathe and we had Mechanic Resurrection. Coming in at number 1, speaking of Don't Breathe, is Don't Breathe.
Knocked out Suicide Squad from number 1 spot for their would have been 4th time in a row, or 4th week in a row.
They had a 3-peat. They had a pretty good return too. I was really doubting they almost made $300 million just in the United States, but
Yeah.
Don't Breathe came in at $26.4 million with a 3,000 theater count. Total gross, it's the first week. The budget though was $9 million.
Yeah, that's not bad for a $9 million movie.
So with
That's
marketing,
pretty
you
good.
add that up, 15 at most.
They've already made their money back.
100%. They're almost
And
doubling their money.
You know, yeah, exactly.
No one expected this to come in at the mid-20s. The low 20s was at best, and fucking even like the teens is what people were expecting.
Yeah.
Don't Breathe to do. What is up with horror this summer, man? We had Conjuring 2, we had Lights Out, and now we have Don't
Sausage
Breathe.
Party was kind of horror.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. I'm just saying that the horror, we've been seeing a really weird summer with, you had Independence Day 2, you had Now You See Me 2, you had all these sequels coming out.
That didn't work.
That didn't work and didn't perform to what you thought would.
Except for Finding Dory, that shit worked.
Finding Dory is the number 1 movie of our summer. It's summer, literally, this is the last weekend.
Sausage Party?
No, box
You
office.
talking money-wise?
This is the box office. Garrett's Weekend Roundup. We only talk about money here. This is The Economist, the movie. Featuring me.
The Movie Economist?
The Move Economist.
That's your title now.
No, that's a terrible title. Finding Nemo or Finding Dory, that is the number 1 movie of the summer. This is the last weekend of the summer movie season. So now we're, going into fall. We're going to get a lot more artsy films with a more acquired taste and a more acquired eye. But as far as the top 10 for the summer, Finding Dory killed it. And then you had Civil War right below that. And a fun fact, Central Intelligence was in the top 5 for the summer. No one would have fucking guessed that.
I would not have guessed
Nobody.
that.
You had Alice in Wonderland 2 come out. It did nothing.
Yeah.
And you had all these movies coming out, but the horror movies, man, the horror movies were coming through. They're showing up. They're functioning as proper movies, but also showing that people want proper movies. Horror isn't a genre that you'll get people into the seats every time. That movie, Don't Breathe, is never going to make $80 million on the start.
Definitely not.
But with a $26 million, and then you have $12 million at number 2 with Suicide Squad, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah.
And I think it is just, we want quality movies. All those movies that were sequels were not very good movies.
They were
sorry
just
to put
churned
that
out,
there.
yeah. No,
I
they
can't
were
really speak
definitely
about
just churned
Now
out
You See Me
movies.
Too. I didn't see that, but people would have saw that if it was a good one because they made a sequel. I mean, I know that was mainly for China, but number 2, Suicide Squad, made $12.2 million this weekend, down 41%. Still making a showing up. Everyone's loving the Harley Quinnness.
Yeah, seriously. At this point, it's like no matter what number is in there, they're in the top 5 in their 4th week. Like, I don't care what number they have at their weekend gross. If they're in the top 5, good for them.
Yep. My favorite little piece of information, Kubo and the Two Strings, number 3, 7.8, 37% it went down. It was only down 30% last week. So with this drop, and I really hope that it has legs and that we see it not taking number 1. It's not going to take number 2 even, but number 3 I think is a solid spot for Kubo, especially coming from number 4 last week.
Yeah, but their budget was $60 million, and they're riding on 24 total.
It's a failure, but I'm saying I want Kubo to stay in there because it's a quality movie. It's one of the better animated movies from what I understand. I haven't seen it, but with like Good Dinosaur underperformed, to put that in perspective.
Definitely.
You saw that the other day. You said it was good, so now I'm interested in seeing it. But from what I understand,
that's different though. I mean, Good Dinosaur wasn't totally animation.
Oh,
it was weird, man. There was parts of it where, if it was animation, this was the absolute best animation I've ever seen in my life. But there were some parts of it that I was pretty sure were real life.
No, that movie's computer generated. That's what Pixar does. No.
Yeah, but I mean, you
I'll
have to see it. You have to see it.
Sorry, I
There's-
can't comment. But
Yeah,
from what I
there's parts
understand,
of it, I
these are
swear to
animated
God, it
movies.
looked like it was real footage of like leaves and trees and stuff. Not dinosaurs. The dinosaurs were obviously Pixar animation.
Got you. I was like, dude, there's no way Arlo's looking.
No. Anything that was moving, like an animate object, an animate creature, anything
How
like that.
funny would it be in real life if dinosaurs actually looked that animated?
And they spoke English and
Yeah.
understood people and shit.
We can only learn so much from our fossils. Coming in at number 4 from number 2 last week is Sausage Party. Probably my pick for the summer, debatably at $7.5 million, down 51%. Coming in with a total $79.8 million on a $19 million budget. With the controversies, we won't get into it, but whether or not that's rightfully making the money with an honest $19 million budget, or if that's trickery. Regardless, this movie's making gangbusters.
Yeah, they made a shitload of money.
The
And
studio's
it was
happy.
a good movie.
Sony's happy.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 5, this is the end of the top 5. Mechanic Resurrection, first week showing, $7.4 million. Jason Statham. I thought this was a continuation of the Transporters franchise, but then I
No.
realized that Jason Statham just does a bunch of franchises that are
They have the
same.
same fucking story, the same fucking actor, the same characters, all the same shit. Just
You got
different
Jessica
title.
Alba in this. That didn't really help. I put
This
this,
guy's
not
trying
even
to
in
be
my
the
top 10
American
last
James
week.
Bond, but in America we don't praise intelligence so
he's
much.
trying to be
as-
the Australian American James Bond. His fucking accent. He always has.
Well,
the
yeah, but I
fucking-
mean, like he's trying to be the James Bond for American cinema.
yeah,
You know,
I would agree.
Like, oh, he's kind of a spy, but he's a badass. But he's not as smart as James Bond because we don't care about that shit here.
There's no budget being shown for this guy, but apparently people like watching him kick ass. Not enough. I think they would have liked more, in the tens maybe, but there's no way that this movie's budget was that high.
Yeah.
Rounding out 6 through 10 is Pete's Dragon, War Dogs, Bad Moms, Jason Bourne, and then Ben fucking Hur
I
at number
can't believe
10.
that shit's still at 10.
It's second week, dude. Think about that. It came and it went on a fucking huge budget, $100 million budget. It's only made $19 million, and
I'm
it's already at
surprised
10.
it's still at 10, dude. I can't believe they made $4.5 million this week.
Are you sure? Because I was expecting at least in the top 6.
Shit.
I understand not top 10. I think we put it in our top 10 last week. In our top 5. I don't know for sure. We'll have to listen back. We'll definitely do that before the end of the episode when we pick our picks. But War Dog stands out to me. Kind of had a big drop. It's okay. There's no budget being shown, so there's no way this movie isn't making money.
Yeah, and I mean,
And it
it's
was
a
on the
Todd
shelf
Phillips
for a
movie.
while.
He's
It was-
not going to spend a shit ton on it.
And it was filmed like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So whatever money they really spent probably is already raked back in.
Yeah, they made it
for
back
a
with something else.
WB with the
Fucking
Suicide
Batman,
Squad
dude.
movies. Yeah.
Batman v Superman made $300 fucking million or something like that.
Jason
Or
Bourne,
did it
man,
cost that? I don't know.
barely passed its budget, making $149 million in the States. It cost $120. It's on its 5th week. It's still in the top 10. People are slowly seeing this movie, but there's no way they're happy with. This movie was super anticipated coming into summer. This is a movie where if you look at a list of movies coming out this summer, you would probably put that in the top 10 overall to make the
definitely.
most money.
Yeah.
This movie made like no money in comparison. Everybody let it just die in the water. Everyone's hyping up the return of all the homies. Everyone's coming back together for this shit. And no one gives a fuck, I guess. But I didn't either because I haven't seen it. So it could have a quality movie, but the reviews were okay from what I understand, and that does affect shit. I think people just want to see good movies this summer, and I like that because I feel like, except for Kubo and the Two Strings, go see Kubo and the Two Strings. But I just feel like we're definitely coming into a place where we just want solid movies, and that's cool. That's cool to see because sometimes we see the shittiest movies make the most money, and it's like really upsetting to me because
Like Batman v Superman.
that's true, but what else would we have seen? That wasn't our fault. That they hyped that up. That second trailer, we should have known better. We should have fucking watched that second trailer and been like, this is a terrible trailer of a terrible movie. But then that third trailer came around and they showed the Batman fighting scene, and you're like, oh, yeah. So yeah, that's the box office breakdown. Anything stand out to you, Kyle, that I missed? Anything that you think should have been on there? A little bit higher, a little bit lower?
Nah, I mean, off the top of my head, I can't think of it. I honestly, I didn't even go to the movies this weekend, so
Yeah.
I can't. I can't say shit about where
Yeah.
I think anything should have been. 'Cause
We honestly missed just Don't Breathe. That is a small studio movie. You know, S-Gem is not a big studio by any means. Pete's Dragon's still
about
hanging in there.
Screen Gem?
Screen Gem.
Screen Gems, they make a bunch of movies.
They make a bunch of movies, but they're not like a WB and LG or a Sony.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're not a Paramount. They're not one of the top 5 studios. That's what I mean. It's like
Okay.
it's a smaller studio, so unless you know what's going on, you're not gonna. It's okay that we missed it. It's not like we missed Suicide Squad week
Right,
1. And
right,
we're
that
like,
would've
when the
sucked.
fuck was that gonna come out? No, like that's
we did
okay.
like lost all our followers.
Oh,
or however many we have.
100%. Our credibility is gone. So we're going to move on to the news. This is where Kyle is going to test his chops as the host of this show. And I'm going to shut the fuck up and drink my whiskey and Coke.
So let's start off with the old story coming back to life. We've got earlier this year, production on the 3rd installment of the Maze Runner franchise, The Death Cure, was halted due to an onset injury sustained by the film's lead, Dylan O'Brien. Now, Deadline's reporting that The Death Cure is going to resume production in February. Like, damn, dude.
Of next year?
Yeah.
Wasn't this movie slated for 2017?
This movie was supposed to come out in February of next year.
Okay. See, I read that he got some damage to his face. He had like a face bone like breakage or something. So I don't know what went down.
I heard he got a broken arm.
See, I knew he got a broken arm, but he also broke a bone in his face. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, damn, dude, if you're breaking bones in your face, what?
Like, that must have been a bad injury
You're the
because
star of this movie, and they're putting you on like rigorous tests.
yeah,
I
real talk.
respect
I mean,
you.
he's got to be. I mean, unless he's the guy that's like, no, I'll do my own stunts.
That's cool.
Yeah,
but
fuck yeah, dude.
Excuse me, kid. You're no Tom Cruise just out of the womb. You know what I mean? Watch.
Yeah, I'm Dylan O'Brien. Did you see Teen Wolf?
I did, and he was not. Styles was not the character.
No, not at all.
That showed off.
That show was
his
so
physical
wrong.
combat.
That show was so wrong.
Isn't it still going?
I don't know. I watched it up until like season 4 because I got hooked like a jackass.
Wait, did Styles die?
Not that I know of.
See-
Not when I stopped watching.
Continue. This is just a, what is it? The death curse? That sounds
cure.
like that's a death cure. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. I was gonna say. Sounds like
this sounds like Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was gonna say they fucking turned the new book.
Goddamn YA movies.
We all must learn from Harry Potter. That is the framework for all YA movies.
Yeah, and the framework is stop. We already did it, and we did it the best. You're not gonna get it.
Damn, Kyle. All right, tell me how you really feel.
No, that's not how I feel about all YA movies. I just finished Divergent series, and I actually liked it a lot.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I liked it more than the Hunger Games series.
That's interesting.
It's weird. I'm a weird dude.
That
Anyway.
new movie's going to be a TV movie now, so that's gonna be funny as fuck.
What?
Did you read that?
No.
Yeah, they stopped the Allegiant Part 2, and it's now gonna be a TV movie.
What are you
with-
talking about? Allegiant, like the last movie, it was done.
No, the new whatever it's called. Kyle, I don't watch these movies. I don't know.
story ended. They
no,
don't-
There was another one.
Oh,
There's
that's
another.
weird.
It's like either Part 2 or if it's the
They're
next
gonna just
book.
reboot it as a TV show.
Yeah, but the people are contracted for another movie. So like Shailene Woodley like found out this is around Comic-Con of this year, and like it was just tweeted out by the fucking producer, and the chick got off a plane and she was like, I have no idea what's going on because I thought I was doing a movie, but I don't know if I'm going on TV now. Like I don't really want to do.
That's
like,
weird as shit.
Yeah, man. So imagine that you're having someone play the characters of Shailene Woodley and all, like Ansel Elgort and all those people in the movie, but it's not them. And,
Yeah.
and then everyone acts like nothing's different just to spin it off into a TV series.
That'd be fucking weird.
I will watch that.
I
I've
would
not
love
seen-
to watch that.
We will not watch You've seen Divergent. I won't watch any Divergent series, and we will review that TV movie like I have, and it'll be the greatest shit in the world. 'cause
Nice.
I will
I'm
shit
down.
on it. I
I'm
will
down for
destroy
that.
thing.
That's funny.
What else you got for me?
Well, I wasn't really done.
Oh,
I forgot. We kind of got off topic with the Dylan O'Brien being on Teen Wolf. Blah blah blah.
bro.
Yeah,
How
why
are you gonna
shit.
bring up Teen Wolf
I don't
on
know.
a movies podcast?
Well, because I was talking about where he came from. I don't know. Fancy. For those of you at home, Garrett drank out of a straw with his pinky up.
Like a real man.
Anyways, sorry, franchise fans of the Maze Runner series. I'm talking to myself here. I love that. I loved it. I
Maze
thought it was
Runner
dumb.
1 and 2 are pretty damn good in my opinion.
They were good movies. There's like hardcore plot holes that like shit doesn't make sense, but I don't care
100%.
because the actors were all really good.
Yeah. Will Poulter killed that first movie.
Absolutely. But anyway, sorry, franchise fans. This means the original February 17th date is going to be pushed back a bit. It's actually being pushed back to January of 2018. So
Fuck.
Honestly, I think we can wait though. If that means O'Brien gets the time he needs to recover and like he can like put his best into this movie, I'm down. I'm okay with waiting for January. I think just by then it's gonna be a long wait. And hopefully other people aren't like, oh, what Maze Runner? What was that?
I feel like that's gonna happen. I feel like it's.
You think people are gonna forget about Maze Runner?
I feel like people aren't gonna care in 2018 to follow up Maze Runner Scorch Trials.
Better get a good marketing team.
Yeah, man. And Dylan O'Brien is the guy who I wanted to be the Spider-Man for the Marvel Cinematic
I did, man.
Universe.
I wanted him the most.
So he's a good actor. I'll be there, man. I watched the first Maze Runner on a plane to Hawaii, and I literally watched Scorch Trials like 2 days later on demand at the hotel because I just enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it that much. It's like the best 7 out of 10 I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Literally the best
for
7
sure.
out of 10 I've
It's
ever
like a
watched.
7.99.
Yeah.
Not quite
100%.
an 8, but
100%.
Well, speaking of projects over at Fox Studios, writers Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, you know them from Deadpool, they just recently announced, or more like mentioned, that they're currently working on Zombieland 2. Point is that since the first Zombieland came out, we've all wanted a sequel, even though we all hate sequels. That's the one we want to see.
Yeah.
I want Zombieland 2.
They have another story. I'm gonna let you finish this one, but they're in the news again today, actually, this morning. And I didn't realize that the guys who wrote Deadpool were the guys who wrote Zombieland. And I didn't realize that they started writing Deadpool around the same time that they wrote Zombieland. Yeah. And it's like, dude, they wrote Deadpool for 6 years. Man. 6 years.
Yeah,
that's insane.
You know how long Ryan Reynolds was trying to get Deadpool going?
Yeah, for fucking
like 11
years.
or something like that.
Yeah, it's stupid, dude. Fox, what were you doing? That's the most profitable superhero movie you've ever made.
Yeah.
Ever. That's why Gambit isn't coming out. Continue.
Anyway, rumors are flying around for years now about the Zombieland sequel. Well, it's confirmed. They've been working on it. The movie is in development. How far? Not far. But fact is, someone's trying to make it happen. So, if Reese and Wernick have proven anything this year, it's they can write. I mean, we saw Deadpool.
Yeah.
So.
Zombieland 2, cool. I'm down. Please bring back like all the people Tallahassee.
Oh, absolutely.
Or whatever it is.
What I heard was they're in talks with Woody Harrelson today to come back and let him know what the character's going to be doing and all that.
Because they tried that TV series, it didn't work.
Yeah, Amazon tried to do that, right?
Yeah, they gave us a choice to vote for it, and no one voted for it.
Everyone's like, "Fuck you! We want a movie."
I think people were just like, "Why? Why are you doing
Well,
this?"
at the time, nobody had Amazon, dude. No one had Amazon Prime back then.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, I will agree that the Amazon Prime has blown up to
When
be
your
this thing.
Facebook started, because that's when they were going to do that TV show, did you have Amazon Prime? No. Did you know anyone with Amazon Prime?
No, not really.
Did you even know there was an Amazon Prime?
Kyle, I get it. I don't get out much. Fuck. Great. Cool. Way to rub it in. So the other news.
I'm going to a concert.
You're the fucking worst, man. Why'd I give you so much control over this show? Now we're just a big moving house on fire, dude. It's just a big,
that's how we do it, man.
Yeah, dude. We
don't need no water. Let that motherfucker
downward
burn.
slope to nothing good. But the other thing that they're in the news for, did you hear that Ryan Reynolds paid out of pocket to get these same guys on the, it might even be the same interview where this piece of information came out, but the writers were being interviewed and they were basically being asked like, so how was it on set with Deadpool and stuff? They're like, actually, dude, like the budget was so tight on Deadpool because the studio didn't believe in it, didn't think it was going to do well. $35 million budget. They didn't have enough money allotted in there to let the fucking writers be on set.
Wow.
So Ryan Reynolds was fighting for him, and the studio was like, no, we don't have the money for it. Like, it's either this or we cut your fucking action scene type shit. And Ryan Reynolds was like, fine, fuck you guys. I believe in this movie. I want to pay out of pocket. I want to make these guys on set. He paid for everything that those guys did.
Damn, dude. Hollywood Helper and shit.
100%.
This was HBO, but this isn't, so can't use Hollywood Helper. Damn it. I got to find something for that. Damn HBO doing everything we want to do.
Yeah, HBO, fuck you guys. You're never getting $1 out of me until Game of Thrones is over.
This is like, that kind of fuck you is like the kind of fuck you that Stan gave Eminem in that song.
100%.
It's like,
100%.
Not really, but fuck you guys.
21.
Anyway, let's move on to news that Garrett actually like is really stoked about. Deathstroke, Slade Wilson, will be making his debut in the DC Entertainment Universe. Or DC Extended Universe? Whatever. That's pretty fucking rad. I mean, let's be real. Slade Wilson is like the not funny Deadpool of DC.
What's up? It's
in the best way possible.
It's me, Deathstroke. I'm gonna fuck your ass up. Fuck you, Oliver Queen. I'm holding the Manu Bennett Deathstroke from Arrow Season 2.
Nice.
Pop vinyl, available at your local Toys R Us.
So the Rap's been reporting that it's not just going to be a quick debut either. Nope, it's looking like Deathstroke himself is going to be the main antagonist in the upcoming Batman standalone film, possibly making his debut in the Justice League. Not sure about that yet, but who do you want to be? Who do you want to be Deathstroke?
Before I get to that, I feel like he is gonna be, at the very least, a cameo or / post-credit scene. He will appear in Justice League of some form, whether that's Slade Wilson or whether that is Deathstroke. I don't want him to be the villain. I don't even want you to really think that he was in the movie, but I do feel like he is.
There's going to be some kind of mention, the way that they mentioned like Doctor Strange and Captain America.
The video that was released to us was definitely like a costume test. It was like a screen test.
Yeah.
It was over a green screen. The fucking background made no sense. It was like
it was like in the Batcave.
Yeah, with like the fucking jet or whatever in the
Yeah,
background.
that didn't make any sense.
So clearly it was just a screen
Now
test.
we're saying that doesn't make sense now. Watch it show up in the movie.
Yeah, and that's cool because he looked badass. But that's where I have a problem. Is the minute that he becomes like he's in the Batcave already, like, no, save that for a Batman movie. But Deathstroke doesn't work. Deathstroke doesn't hold grudges. He literally, the only thing that can defeat Deathstroke is his ego. He's one of the most powerful people as far as physical brooding, like physical power, like manpower. Deathstroke is top of the line. Like if him and Ben Affleck fight physically, there's no swords, no guns, no gadgets, and they're fighting, Deathstroke wins.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, absolutely.
It's such a weird character to pick because he doesn't go after people just because. Someone has to give him money. Someone has to hire him, which is where I think the Joker comes in.
That'd be cool. I mean,
Or
here's the thing
like
is,
a Lex Luthor.
I have no
Someone with money.
I have no speculation on this at this point because I find DC movies are too unpredictable.
Yeah.
When, in the sense that you know what's gonna happen, and you know when it's gonna happen. You just don't know why, and you don't know exactly how. So
I don't
know, like DC movies are like,
I'm enchantress, watch me wiggle my arms. What the fuck was that?
I hope you're gonna post the video somewhere because no one listening can see what just happened here. That was
the
awesome.
video will be live on youtube.com/concert.
Not live.
Live someday.
Posted-ish.
Someday it's live. The internet is a flat circle. It's an everlasting time capsule.
You mean it's a flowing river?
It's a flowing river.
It's more like a vast ocean.
It's a fucking consortation of shit. Anyways,
Fucking physics.
Deathstroke, man, he's a weird pick for a villain. He's definitely a weird pick. I don't picture him being the. I think he is going to be the villain that you think is the big deal for Batman.
Yeah, I think so,
and
too.
with those rumors with him being in Arkham, like, I don't know, it would be cool to see him get trapped in Arkham and have him think that Deathstroke's the one that fucked him up.
That'd be pretty cool.
And then have Joker just be in Arkham, and that's why he broke Harley out, because who knows Arkham better than anyone? Fucking Harley, because she was a therapist there. You know what I mean?
You should be a fucking writer.
No, it just makes sense, though.
And that's what DC is missing. Fucking sense.
Yeah, that's true. But that's where I hope it just. Please let shit play out. Like, please make Superman the Injustice Superman, so that scene in Batman v Superman where the Flash comes in and he says you were right about him. Please let there be some type of character development where Bruce has a reflection where he's looking at Superman and he's like, oh shit, I was right about you. Like, all these people said I was being ridiculously over, like, exaggerant. Like, why are you taking down Superman? It's like, no, he was the bad guy, and I want him to come back as the dark Superman. But will that happen? No. It'll probably never be mentioned again. And in the Flash movie, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, remember when I went back and talked to you real quick? And it's gonna be like, that's the payoff that we get. It's just a slight dialogue mention just to satisfy the fans. It feels like they have
You're breaking my heart.
I know, but this is the thing that DC is doing.
I'm trying to hope they're gonna be good.
Sorry, go DC. Go DC.
Listen here, DC writers and shit. Hit up Constant Rotation. You just got a golden idea for a movie right here. He might have just saved your movie coming up if
At
you use
Yogurt
it.
on Twitter. YOGRRTT. What do you got for me, Kyle?
Let's see. Let's go back to one. In sadder news, this Monday afternoon,
Oh yeah, this
Gene
is
Wilder has passed away. You know the magic of Gene Wilder from classic comedies such as Blazing Saddles, The Producers, and Young Frankenstein, but you know him best as the original Willy Wonka. He wasn't just an actor, you know? He wasn't just a character in a movie. For a lot of people, especially movie buffs our age, Gene Wilder was like the living embodiment of childlike wonder and fascination. I mean, he's been in so many movies, but I'll never forget Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I mean, that means something, man. Like, to be part of, like, to be the face of something so memorable in movie history, that's how you stay immortal. I mean, that's it.
I'm gonna take it back with a little story. This is a look into the life of Gert, of Gert. 6th grade, I did plays from like 3rd grade to 7th grade, 8th grade, around there, and I was lucky enough to play Willy Wonka in a play, actually. And it was like a pretty good 3-hour production. It was 3 acts. It was a big deal. I was really excited for it. But this happened in a time where Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the remake, came out. So my framework of what Willy Wonka was what Johnny Depp did on screen. So when I came into all these rehearsals, I wanted to be the big flamboyant, like just overly exaggerant, like Willy Wonka that Johnny Depp took a lot of creative liberties with. And I remember the day that Eileen Moore, my director, she looked me in the eye and she was like, yo, I want you to be more like the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka. That's what we're looking for in this production. And I didn't quite understand what that meant. So I had to go do my homework. And I swear to God, I watched this movie probably like 12 times in like a 2-month period where I was just
magical,
watching it over and over and over. And like the way he plays that part and the way like he stays mysterious and the way he speaks to an audience where he's talking to a bunch of kids in a room with him, but he's actually speaking to the kids in the audience as well. And he's challenging their articulation and their intellects. And like Gene Wilder was a real ass motherfucker is what I'm trying to get at. And if he can inspire me at like age 11 to like bring some weird actor that doesn't exist out on stage, you know what I mean? I wasn't a good actor. There's no way that I'm not in the top pantheon of Willy Wonka's ever played, but whatever he inspired inside of me made me think that I was. And thank you, Gene. That's all I gotta say. And it's sad, man. It really is.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, that's like I said. I mean, to me, especially because of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like he was the living embodiment of childlike wonder.
And I know for a fucking fact I wasn't the only kid out there being inspired by him.
No, absolutely not.
For generations, man, he was inspiring people. Mm-hmm. And what's also weird is the next day at work, we had to go through and check candy expirations. We get like this jumbo bag of Willy Wonka candy. It all expired yesterday, the day that he passed away. Weird as fuck. It was like the jumbo bag. So there's about 7 of them on the shelf that expired yesterday, and they were that was the day he passed away.
Those were the Willy Wonka candies.
Yeah, and it was a little weird. It was like Laffy Taffy, you know, like gobstopper shit. Like, I don't know. It was cool, man. It was one of those Halloween things, but pre-Halloween.
To you, Gene Wilder. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. All right, Kyle, pick me the fuck up. I feel depressed now.
All right, let's take it to a happy note. Maybe, well, this one actually isn't that happy, but maybe Mel Gibson will see him up there.
Oh, fuck.
While he's working on Passion of the White Christ too.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. No, continue though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, to assume that Gene Wilder and Mel Gibson would ever end up in the same place is just wrong. No.
It's inaccurate.
Mel, you keep working on your Passion of the White Christ.
It's uneducated.
Check this out. Mel Gibson's been reported saying he doesn't necessarily want this movie to be The Passion 2 so much as he wants it to be The Resurrection. Now, my thought is, if Jesus died in Passion of the Christ, and this is about Jesus coming back to life, wouldn't that make this The Passion 2?
No.
No? Oh, okay. It's just me. Fuck me then.
That's a terrible title, Kyle.
Well, it's not that I understand that, but like he's saying he doesn't want it. The idea of it, he doesn't want it to be The Passion 2. Like,
but it is Like,
we're not trying to make this a sequel to The Passion of the Christ. We just want it to be about the immediately next part of Jesus's being on this earth.
Touche.
So,
I agree.
yeah. Gibson goes on to say that he has a lot of faith, no pun intended, in Randall Wallace as a writer and director.
Jesus Christ.
No pun intended there either.
Jesus. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Yes! No, don't say pun intended again. Woo! Continue, Kyle. Take it away. Melt my brain. Whatever.
To be honest, I have faith in Randy Wallace too. I'm going to start calling him Randy Wallace now.
Randy Wallace.
Dude was the screenwriter for Braveheart, and he directed We Were Soldiers. Ironically, both of those movies starring Mel Gibson. But look,
Is that ironic?
It's kind of ironic. I mean, he's like taking over.
I feel like that's the exact thing I would suspect because we're talking about.
I mean, by that logic,
Kyle, I'm just slowing you down. Keep going. I'm dead weight at this point.
look, here's the thing.
I ain't the host of the show, so I can get as drunk as possible and just talk about movies.
Fine. Anyway, I don't think this is going to be a bad movie. I actually genuinely enjoyed the first Passion of the Christ. I just have beef with the whole Caucasian blue-eyed Jesus thing, but that's a whole different topic on a different podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Probably not one that's getting a lot of good reviews either.
Probably not one we're gonna launch on Constant Rotation.
Definitely
so if you're
not
holding
one on
your
this
breath
one.
for that one, I'm sorry.
Don't hold your breath for
I don't have the balls to start something quite yet.
We don't have the pigment to start something like that.
It's too. Yep, that too. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Looking at you.
Speaking of coming back from the dead, remember that Ghostbusters reboot that you didn't care about, Garrett?
Yeah, dude. I paid money to see
Well,
that.
good news. Shelves in a Target near you will never be empty again after the extended torture edition is released on October 11th.
Is that really the name of it?
They might as well be.
Okay. No. Kyle.
You really thought they were going to call it the extended torture edition?
No, I was gonna stop right there and be like, "What the fuck? I'm gonna buy this because no one else is because someone's gonna be offended." Like you have to be politically correct in this world, you know. So I was just really impressed with the ballsiness of Sony Pictures with naming it the excessive torture edition.
That would have been ballsy. But
Yeah.
no, come on. It's Ghostbusters reboot that nobody liked.
with women. Fuck women.
Whoa!
I know. No, I'm just kidding. It just sucks that no matter what you say about that movie, people can on the internet like this.
They're going to bash you for saying, oh, that's sexist for not liking it.
Yeah.
No, it just wasn't a good movie.
Yeah, man.
It was awful.
Yeah. I mean, that first 10 minutes was fucking good. I love that first 10 minutes. After that, I'm sorry, Paul Feig. It wasn't Bridesmaids
worth
with
making.
ghosts.
Yeah,
That's not what it was.
exactly. And you shouldn't have been trying to make that movie anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But at least that would have been watchable.
Let's talk about something that we do like. Monday morning, it was announced via a movie poster on Facebook that Terminator 2 is going to be re-released in 3D in theaters next year. Woo! I'm fucking stoked, dude. I love Terminator 2. That was my shit back in the day.
I'm just really impressed that movie was a stop motion 2D animated picture. That's really impressive.
It wasn't.
Oh, the more you know.
That was actually
no, but like remastering these movies in 3D, I never am the one in the theater watching it. Like I don't really care except for when they re-release Lion King because that's like that movie means a lot to me.
You know, I was so stoked on that, and then my fucking parents grounded me, so I didn't get to go.
Oh no way!
I was so pissed.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
That really ruined that part of my life.
But yeah, no, I know this movie isn't 2D, but 3D, it may service it well. Is James Cameron involved at all? Is it
Absolutely.
a studio?
And here's the thing. At first, I thought this was going to be a hardcore money ploy by the Halcyon Group to, just make some money after the flop of Terminator Genesis.
Yeah.
But, this is an actual full makeover for Terminator 2. That's not going to be a cheap thing to do. They're completely reanimating this movie for 3D. And, not only that, I don't know if the Halcyon Group still even owns the rights to Terminator.
I don't think they do.
Those rights have been bouncing around for the past couple of decades.
Isn't that like MGM now? I don't know. It's all good. Oh, that was my bad.
I don't know. Dude, honestly, I thought it was Sony.
Oh, really? No, it's definitely not Sony, I don't think. Anyways, next story.
No, doesn't Sony own Halcyon?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Well, let's see who released the most recent one.
That would be
Paramount.
the Halcyon Group.
Paramount, and it's produced by Skydance. So Skydance.
Oh, that's
owned
right.
it. So
Skydance
Paramount.
has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halcyon was the fucking Christian Bale Terminator. That was
There
a
we
weird
go.
one. Anyway, When T2 was originally released, James Cameron had the movie with the best computer animation on screen. And when Avatar was released, another of James Cameron's movies, he had the movie with the best 3D on screen. So I'm thinking if he's at all involved, this movie is going to be fucking rad to see in 3D. I'm going to be there regardless if he's involved in it or not. They've got my money. Speaking of movies that have got my money, Ty Burrell's just been added to the cast of Scarlett Johansson's R-rated comedy Rock That Body. Look, I was
Rock
sold.
that body.
Rock that body.
Rock that body for me, baby.
I was sold on this movie already, dude. Like, it's got Scarlett, it's got Demi Moore, it's an R-rated comedy. It seems believable. As, you know, I mean,
Is body spelt B-O-D-A-Y in this movie?
I don't believe
Rock
so.
that body.
Rock that body. No, it was more
Rock
like
that
B-O-W-D-Y. Body.
Body.
Rock that body.
I have no idea what this is. Why should I care?
I don't know. It just seems like a fun comedy. It's like a bachelorette party gone wrong type deal.
Okay.
They got Ty Burrell, who's a funny dude. I mean, Modern Family. It's hilarious. Dawn of the Dead. It wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to be, but it was fucking hilarious. But, you know, he can do R-rated comedy. So I'm down with that. Demi Moore.
Yeah.
She was funny in Striptease. And she's got the weird...
So how could this go wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
Rock that body.
Scarlett Johansson. She's hot.
We're going to see Ty Burrell and Storks later this year, apparently. So there's that.
You know what else? As if it wasn't already a rock-solid cast, they just added Colton Haynes from Arrow.
Yeah, they did.
Dude who plays... I don't know what.
Zoe Kravitz is in it. Kate McKinnon's in it. This is a good cast.
It's a really good cast.
Male stripper ends up dead at Miami Beach party during a bachelorette party weekend. That's a lot of party.
I bet you Colton Haynes is the male stripper who ends up dead.
Yeah, he has to be.
I mean, he's not really big enough to be a
Nah, dude, it's
supporting-
definitely Paul W. Downs. Let's see what. Please don't be looking like a stripper, Paul W. Downs. What do you look like? Because if Paul W. Downs showed up at my bachelorette party, I feel like I would be let down. No pun intended with Paul W. Downs. Oh no, he could probably be the stripper.
yeah.
He's young enough. I was just really picturing like a Robert Duvall type.
Oh, like an old dude? Like
But yeah, it's cool. I'm down for Rock That Body.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, it looks funny.
That body.
Ish. It sounds funny anyway.
Rock that.
Here's another casting announcement. Karen Gillan was recently added to the cast of The Rock and Kevin Hart's adaptation of Jumanji.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
She killed it in a. I actually really like her performance as Nebula.
absolutely. I was
She's
going to say, dude,
really
she was
good.
great in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy has some of the best secondary character arcs, like as far as not giving them much screen time but making you give a fuck is really cool.
Definitely, dude.
And she
With,
did have to, like, you did learn about her backstory through Gamora, you know, like that was a lot of the emotional compassion that you felt towards the character on screen.
But like it was her performance,
yeah.
exactly. Like she made it real. That the way that she goes, "Thanks, Dad."
Yeah.
When Thanos is talking about my favorite daughter was Gamora.
little shit like that, or was she's rather like cut off her own fucking arm.
Yeah,
than
dude, she
go
was
and
fucking
be-
harsh
yeah.
in that movie. I'm down to see whatever. Like, here's the thing. She was in Oculus. That was kind of a hit or miss movie with fans or with, viewers. She was covered in blue paint in Guardians of the Galaxy, but she gave one of the most believable performances in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to date.
As far as secondary characters go,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. There's not really much known about her character in Jumanji yet, other than that her character's name is Martha. Let's just hope she's not stopping any fights.
And shout out to her for shaving her head for Guardians too. That was
Fucking
gnarly.
badass,
She didn't have
right?
to. She
No.
she could have wore a bald
Yeah,
cap.
exactly. They could have CGI'd that shit.
Between now and then we're gonna see her in The Circle, then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and All Creatures Here Below. I don't know what the start and the ladder of those choices were, but if you want to catch out some Karen Gillan action,
Yeah.
there you go.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, dude, that shit's gonna be great.
So let's talk about movies and awards for movies and shit. Look, we love movies. We love praising movies, but watching other people praise movies is...
I don't love movies as much as I've been lying to say. I'm actually paid to be here, and this is just a big ad for movies. The guy who owns the trademark of the word movies pays me a lot of money.
He didn't cut me in on that deal, and
Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm a greedy bastard.
Anyway. What did that have to do with anything?
This is my table. This is my. I'm just really sad that this isn't my podcast anymore. I have no control.
Okay.
I have none.
Well, you're
Sodomy.
You're gonna be a permanent.
Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere.
You're
guys.
a permanent.
I'm talking like I'm going away
like
forever.
cast member.
Yeah, no. I'm just pulling your leg, Kyle. It's cool. Continue, please.
Anyway,
Kyle, take it away.
We don't like watching other people praise movies that much. I mean, the Oscars, let's be real, they've been shit for the past few years. But that didn't mean shit to ABC because they were like, yo, Oscars people, here's a big ass contract for 10 plus years.
Yep.
You want to be on ABC forever? And they were like, fuck yeah, no one else was going to pick us up. I can't believe they would spend that much money to be. I don't know how much money they spent, but I can't believe they'd have a contract for 10 and some change.
Yeah.
To watch the Oscars.
Yeah.
How many people are even going to watch that shit next year?
It's diminishing returns for sure.
Absolutely.
Unless they change some shit.
They better make that shit cool. Put some strippers up there.
Put it on MTV too.
Everyone watching MTV is like, the fuck is this?
Robert Pattinson hosts the Oscars.
No, Robert Pattinson's old now, dude. It's got to be like Tyler Posey hosts the Oscars.
That's way better.
5
right.
Seconds of Summer hosts the Oscars.
Jesus fucking Christ. With performances by Ariana Grande.
Oh my god. It's just the new MTV Movie Awards.
Deathstroke, what do you think about this?
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Where's the queen?
Anyway.
Oliver Queen, that wasn't a maiden, in case you didn't get the joke.
Let's talk about bringing movies to life.
All right, I'm down.
If there's any franchise you want to see come to life the most, what would it be?
Like, what do you mean? Like, to life is in like an in-person on stage performance, or like a,
it's part of your real world.
Dude, fuck.
How about Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park would be cool.
That would be scary as shit, dude.
Yeah.
No, I don't want fucking real life dinosaurs running around.
gnarly.
But guess what? That shit's happening in Pennsylvania as a result of NBC Universal and Imagine Exhibition's recent joint venture. Obviously, cloning dinosaurs is not real science, but the park.
Fuck this. Continue. Though. I'm just kidding.
What a dick!
What a dick.
But the park is gonna have real dinosaurs, they're gonna have real dinosaur fossils.
Real fake ones.
Yeah, and they're gonna have life-size animatronic dinosaurs, and the attraction's gonna be at the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia, and we'll also recreate the Isla Nublar facility, so guests can actually learn about how real scientists are really learning about real dinosaurs.
Is that
through
from that
fossils.
world, Jurassic Girls?
What?
The movie, Jurassic Girls. Jurassic World.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know, man.
Why must you do these things to me?
You're on such a good roll, and then I just put a big fucking center divider in front of your
It's
car.
like I was riding my board down the street,
big
and you
rock.
threw a bunch of fucking marbles in the road or something like that Brink movie or whatever the fuck that
Deal
was.
with this, Kyle.
Or was that a skating movie?
That
I
was
don't
a rollerblading movie.
That was
And it's
rollerblading.
great. It's better than half the movies we talked about today.
know. That's true.
Yeah, Brink
That
is
is true.
great.
Hey, go watch Supercrossed on Disney Channel,
Go watch Brink before you watch Supercross.
and then just for fun, watch Halloween Town.
And then
3
tune in
times.
to my Snapchat story tonight where you can see me Supercrossed.
Oh. Anyway.
I really fucked him up on that one. Really
Yeah,
just-
like I don't remember what I was talking about with the
just
Jurassic
screwed
Park
him
real
over.
life shit.
Oh, no, we're over that. I'm already on the next topic. What you got
There
for
was
me?
no next topic. That was the last one.
Okay.
We're rounding out the news. Anyway, hurry up to go see that exhibit in Philadelphia if you're really interested in that, because it only plans on running through April 2017.
Oh, it's not a permanent park.
No, which is weird because like that seems like a shitload of money to spend on something that's only going to be open for another like 6 months.
Yeah, maybe it's an on-the-go thing. Coming to a city near you.
Giant fucking dinosaurs.
Chicago, you're next.
That'd be so weird. And why the fuck? What Philadelphia of all places?
Kyle, you need to calm down. You need to
Put that shit in Universal Studios.
You need to let the audience know some fun facts, bro. What you got for
Let's
us?
talk about fun facts. Here's the first one.
Fun facts where we have fun and we learn about facts.
Facts after fun.
No. Until now, because I'm listening to After the Previews on Fridays.
Number 1, Sausage Party is rated 11, which is like RPG in Sweden. Over there, they rate movies based on how their potential, over there they rate their movies based on the potential damage it can do to a child.
Wow, this is fun.
Apparently, Swedish kids have seen some shit.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Fun fact number 2, Julie Andrews thinks it's wonderful that Emily Blunt was cast as Mary Poppins. Probably lifts a ton of tension off of Blunt, being that Julie Andrews' Mary Poppins is one of the most iconic movie characters of all time.
Speaking of Blunt, Julia Andrews, when she fucking acts, she's not very good. Sorry. I respect her, but she's very...
fucking hated sound of music.
She straight up phones it in. I'm holding a phone.
my God.
I'm holding a house phone for all you audio listeners. But
All
she
right, Carrot
phones it in. She calls up the number and she just bluntly acts. Which is why probably Emily Blunt. This is some fucking Nazi conspiracy theory bullshit. Anyways.
You cut like half of one of my facts off.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a good fact, Kyle.
It was about The Incredibles 2.
What's the fact?
I don't know.
All right, next
Just
fact.
that they're working on it. I don't
Next.
know. He was talking to Entertainment Weekly and he was like, I don't like opening presents early. So whatever. I don't know. You're bringing back Incredibles 2. I'm down. Potterheads, get ready for
Or as I call it, Incredibles poo.
I want to hurt you. You're going to have so much editing to do.
No, this is all staying in.
Oh, we're keeping it all?
This is a big derail. This is my new co-hosting job. This is my new role as a
What do you
co-host.
just keep throwing
I'm
shit
just
at me?
I'm a big troll on
Can
a phone.
Kyle go with it?
Can Kyle keep this? No, we're a nice counteractive balance. You're the yin to my yang.
Oh, absolutely. We're more like the yin to your yin.
Yeah, whatever that means.
We're the same.
Ah.
Potterheads, get ready. Sequel for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is already greenlit. According
Yes!
to Cinema Blend, already has a release date. According to Cinema Blend, they don't want to tell us the release date, so I don't know it. But get ready for a second one, even though you haven't seen the first one yet.
Are you yeah, keep going. Next fact.
A new droid called C2B5 was just unveiled this week. Unlike famous droids in the past, this one's going to be working for the Empire. Kind of looks exactly what you would imagine an R2-D2 Sith droid would look like.
So
Basically-
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 2 is slated for November 16th, 2018.
There you go. So you have to wait almost exactly a year
Yeah.
to see the movie.
Yeah.
Margot Kidder, the OG Lois Lane, is not stoked on the new portrayal of her character. She says Amy Adams is too good of an actress to be playing the role that Snyder's universe has written her into. I agree. Thank you, Miss Kidder.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Amy Adams is a wonderful actress. She's
I thought
amazing.
she was. I was like, no one cares about you. Like, why is anyone even interviewing you?
No,
This lady, like, just you don't own the role of Lois Lane. Like, I've never heard your name said out loud ever. Like,
Really?
no one. And maybe I shouldn't say that, but very little people compare Amy Adams and be like, well, she's not as good as this bitch. No one said that. Sorry.
No.
Next fact.
It's not like that. Margot Kidder just thinks that it's not cool the way that they're writing Lois
They're dumbing
Lane
her
as a
down.
character.
She's
Yeah, they're
just
dumbing her
she's
down.
the damsel in distress.
Exactly. That was her problem with it because she used to challenge Superman.
I thought
you know?
they had a problem with her performance, and I'm saying she's doing a great performance within the context and the confines of what she's being written.
Yeah. No, Amy Adams is great. She
Like,
does-
there's no way. Like, imagine if Megan Fox was handed
like-
that script,
Yeah.
dude. It would be so dumb, man.
It would've
Amy Adams
fit
is
better.
like asking questions, and Snyder's probably like, "Oh no, like,
No,
just look
just
scared.
go with this.
Look scared.
You're good. No. You're doing a great job.
Can you yell Clark?
Can you yell that was his mom's name?
Yeah.
Because I don't think anyone got that.
Martha.
I don't think anybody understood that.
Martha.
So can you please yell that at Batman so that the fans understand? Anyway, let's get on to the next one. Actor Ian McDiarmid will not be returning to the galaxy far, far away in this year's Rogue One. Seems strange at first thought, being that that's the time period where Emperor Palpatine was
too old.
ruler of the galaxy. No, he's not.
Just kidding. Keep going.
But my thoughts, they don't want to oversaturate the new universe with, or at least the new film with old characters.
Out with the old, in with the new.
I'm down with that because if I had one complaint about episode 7, it was that it insisted upon itself like hardcore.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But
I
it was
feel
good,
like,
and it was
I feel
a great
like
movie.
they felt like they had to do that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It was a great movie, but it just insisted upon itself. Last but not least, Netflix basically just bought Disney. It's fucking awesome. $300 million a year starting this September, people, today. For everybody else, yesterday. All Disney movies will be streamed exclusively on Netflix. So drop your fucking Amazon, drop your Hulu, get on Disney, watch your Star Wars movies, watch your Marvel Comics movies, watch your animated movies, watch your Pixar movies.
Watch Iron Giant. I don't know if that's...
I don't know. No, I don't think so. But watch Iron Giant because it was a fucking awesome movie.
The Blu-ray remaster comes out next week, and I have a pre-order, so expect a review soon.
I just went and saw that in theaters a few months ago.
That's great.
It was so cool. There were people in there like crying though. And
No, that's
like,
a Warner Brothers film.
Yeah.
Bummer.
It's better
Brad
than all
Bird
their
threw me
current
off.
Warner Brothers movies.
Hey. Go see Kubo.
Go see Kubo.
Is that it for the fun facts, Kyle?
I think that's it for the fun facts.
All right.
What's coming out this week?
Well, you see, my fine fellow listeners of After the Previews.
Let's take it back to Garrett.
This is Garrett. Your once upon a time, he was your host. Once
Movie
upon
theater
a time.
master.
You know, I don't want that title, but I just want to let you guys know that this is going to be the most fun part of the whole show. So if you have to wait until the end, I'm sorry, but this is the part that the people come.
This isn't even the end, dude.
This is why they show up. This is why they come through. This is why everyone's popping bottles right now. They're all excited for me to break down what's new in the week. This is the part where you see how drunk I got while Kyle was talking that whole time. All right, Kyle.
He's loving it.
New to this theater, all the theaters,
Some of them.
most theaters. Let's put it that way. The Light Between Oceans. As the synopsis reads, an Australian World War I veteran played by Michael Fassbender takes a job as a lighthouse keeper on an isolated island. He meets his future wife, played by Alicia Vikander, so you know that the on-screen chemistry is for sure because they date in real life, at the nearest coastal town, and the two begin their lives alone at the lighthouse. Once settled in, a lifeboat washes ashore with a newborn inside, and the couple raise the infant as their own. Rachel Wise co-stars in the adaptation of M.L. Stedman's novel, which was written and directed by Derek Ciafrance. Derek Ciafrance is one of those guys who can definitely bring out the emotion from his actors on screen, and it's very, very much put in front of you. With Blue Valentine, The Place Beyond the Pines, those are very emotionally strong movies.
Fuck yeah, dude. Place Beyond the Pines creeped me out,
Right.
scared me, made me sad, made me happy, then made
Right.
me sad again.
Right. And it's the performances that he brings out.
Yeah.
So he had an interview on the Schmoes No Show this last week, and he was basically talking that Michael Fassbender, when he was writing this movie, he wrote the part for Michael with intended.
Could you imagine if he didn't get Michael Fassbender?
Yeah, he would probably be really
It's
let
like,
down.
oh, fuck
But
my life.
That wasn't the interesting part. It was the way he described why he picked Michael. Is he said that he saw everything through Michael Fassbender on screen, through like Magneto. He's referencing all these like different roles, but he said he's never fully seen his heart on screen, and he says that he brought it out. And he also talked about how Alicia Vikander,
Big claim.
yeah, dude, he took there was a month or so into filming or something out of like a 6-week shoot where she never saw the lighthouse on the island, but specifically Derek was always hyping up this idea of a lighthouse being on the island. So one morning at 3 a.m, he told her that she had to come on to set at 4. So she had to get up at like 3, he said, and like she came into set and he blindfolded her and then took her to another part of the island and then basically went into like a closet and like talked to her and was like, I'm gonna take off the blindfold, we're gonna start filming, and we're basically gonna follow you exploring the island. And she's like, what are we doing? And he's like, we're gonna find the lighthouse today. And she had been hearing about this lighthouse. So in the movie, when you see this lighthouse, the look on her face is literally her seeing the lighthouse for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's the type of shit that Derek does with his movies.
That's
he
awesome.
He challenges his actors to get the real emotion, the raw emotion. And that's probably going to be my pick of the week as far as new movies go.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the one I want to see now.
Light Between Oceans.
What's
It's based
next?
on a
What do we
book.
got?
Morgan, a mysterious artificial being, evolves faster than anticipated in a corporate consultant played by Kate Mara, previously seen in that wonderful Fantastic Four movie.
Fantastic Abortion.
Fantastic Abortion. There you go. Pro-life. Is enlisted to help determine the test subject's fate. After Morgan attacks, or Morgan, that's the name of the test subject, one of her creators, the group is pressed into a decision. Luke Scott directs the sci-fi thriller with Anya Taylor-Joy, Rose Leslie, and Paul Giamatti co-starring. Go see it. Paul Giamatti's in it. This is just another...
This looks like one of those movies where it's like, hey, we got this big star, and hey, we got this really big, not so supporting actor, and we got nobody that you've ever heard of.
It kind of feels like Don't Breathe, but maybe not good. I think we'll figure it out. I think time will tell, but I feel like there's a good chance that that's kind of what's going on here. It just sounds like a horror movie, but it could be very generic because I have not heard anything about it.
Yeah, no, I've heard nothing, and it opens tomorrow.
Luckily
Tonight?
for you, though, if you didn't want to see Morgan, you could also see The Ninth Life of Lois Drax, a neurologist played by Jamie Dornan. You saw him in 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Gay. Investigates the case of a young boy who has somehow repeatedly cheated death, played by Aidan Longsworth, a new actor. I don't actually know if that's true, but I assume so. After the youth survives yet another near-fatal accident on his 9th birthday, as the doctor becomes obsessed with this mystery, he develops a romantic feelings for the boy's mother, played by Sarah Gadon. Aaron Paul. Sarah Gadon.
I don't know if that's right.
Sarah Gadon.
Sarah Gadon.
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 I just like Gadonk.
I like Gadonk.
Aaron Paul's in this as well. He's from Breaking Bad, The Path.
You had me at Aaron Paul, so at the very end.
You had me at the very end. Kyle.
No, you had me at Sarah Gadon, Gadon, whatever.
So these three, you're going with the C one?
Yeah,
Through the oceans?
absolutely. I'm gonna go
Between
with
the
Light
Oceans?
Between the Oceans because I honestly, these descriptions sound like they suck.
Yeah, and I'm not a very good reader on the
Which
spot
sucks because
sometimes.
I want Aaron Paul to be in all the good movies because I love Aaron Paul as an actor.
Yeah, I feel like he's the guy who I've thought would definitely be in like a big blockbuster movie. But
Well, they tried that with Need for Speed, but that didn't. I loved that movie. I thought it was really
no
cool.
special effects. That was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like they actually pulled off all those stunts, so I thought that was awesome. But everyone else was like, "This is dumb. Aaron Paul didn't do anything." And
All right, Kyle. That was my new releases for the week. Definitely go see Between the Oceans, Light Between the Oceans. If not, I guess go see Morgan.
yeah.
I guess.
So those are your picks for this week, everyone.
Now it's time for our picks. No.
I think, honestly, I have no idea at this point. It's the end of the summer. It's real sporadic at this point. You can't bank on the kids to go see whatever movie because they're in school now, and you can't bank on the parents going to see movies because they got like other shit to do with the kids being
They're
in school now. Yeah, because their kids are in school now.
I mean, I'm gonna pull up last week's box office for us to go off of, and I need at least five pictures from you. Keep in mind, we got The Light Between Oceans, Morgan, and The Ninth Life of Lois Drax.
I'm gonna say, God, I haven't seen any marketing for any of those though.
Yeah, Light Between Oceans is the only one I've really seen anything for.
I haven't even seen anything for that. I just heard it from you just now.
Well,
I'm gonna say
welcome to After Previews, where we teach you about new releases.
I'm gonna say Light Between the Oceans comes in at 2. Just under Don't Breathe at 1. I think Don't Breathe stays number 1 for a second week in a row. And then Light Between the Oceans at number 2.
Okay.
I've got Suicide Squad at number 3. Sausage Party at number 4. And maybe The Mechanic at
5 again.
number 5, yeah.
All right. No. See, I gotta go. I feel like this is the worst list that I'm gonna have. I'm going number 1, Light Between Oceans. Number 2, Don't Breathe. Number 3, Kubo. Number 4, Mechanic. And number 5, Suicide Squad. I feel like Suicide Squad, everyone who's going to see that movie has seen it.
Yeah.
So I'm really just betting on it to just...
To drop off.
Not necessarily drop off more percentage-wise, but in comparison to these other movies that people haven't been around to see. And I'm looking at it, and I feel like The Mechanic is kind of the same kind of the same audience for Suicide Squad, so I feel like more people are gonna go and hang out and check out some
that's
mechanic
true.
stuff. And then Light Between Oceans, I just feel like there hasn't been a Nicholas Sparks type movie.
Dude, we
in a
forgot
while.
Hands of Stone.
No, that's already been out though. But yeah, that did come out.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, that came out
it
last week.
Yeah.
Fuck, and it didn't even make top 10?
Yeah.
Wow. I
But-
thought that came out this weekend.
Maybe
Holy
it's a wide release this weekend. You know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna put Hands of Stone at number 4.
Yeah, I'm putting Hands of Stone at... I'm
You
going
wanna
to put
take
that at number
Mechanic out?
5.
Mechanic
yeah.
out?
And no, I'm going to put the Mechanic wherever I put Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Number 3? Yeah, I believe that.
So for Kyle, he's got Don't Breathe at number 1, Light Between the Oceans at number 2, Mechanic at number 3, Sausage Party at 4, and Hands of Stone at 5. For me, myself, and I, Garrett, yo Gert, what's up? How you doing? Number 1, Light Between Oceans. Number 2, Don't Breathe. Number 3, Kubo. Number 4, Hands of Stone. Number 5, Suicide Squad.
Oh, Yoga Hosers comes out.
No, that's next week, full release.
No, the 2nd.
It's the 6th.
No, September 2nd.
Okay.
But that's not going to be anywhere near top 10, so don't worry about that. I just thought we should mention that Yoga Hosers, Kevin Smith's new movie. You know Kevin Smith from Mallrats, Clerks, Dogma, Clerks 2. He's currently working on Clerks 3.
Moose Jaws.
Moose Jaws is coming out after this Yoga Hosers. You saw Tusk. Probably didn't like it as much as I did.
I love that movie.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yep.
The Red.
wanna
Oh my
review
God,
some,
Red State, dude. Red State. How the fuck is that a Kevin Smith movie? But I loved it.
You're right. It does come out on the 2nd.
Yep. Yoga Hosers out tonight for y'all listening.
So do you want to give us a review?
Yeah, actually, I had a chance to see Yoga Hosers at an early screening in the Temecula Theater. So I'm not gonna go too much into the circumstances of the early screening and all that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna talk about the movie. The movie I thought was awesome for like what they were going for. Kevin Smith has talked about it on all of his podcasts. That really the idea for this movie was that he just wanted to make a movie for teenage girls that he could put his daughter and her best friend into. Like they were filming for a little bit when they were filming Tusk.
The idea of Lily Rose Depp being Kevin Smith's best friend, because you said his best friend. That idea of Lily Rose Depp being Kevin Smith's best friend is like the greatest. Like they go out to like Jamba Juice.
That'd be
They're
funny as
just
shit.
homies.
Yeah.
Just completely platonic homies. like legit. Like that's his best friend. Like, yeah.
They're
Like,
fucking like high fiving and shit.
he gets her like a hockey jersey. She's all like, so
Here,
Kevin.
I got you some weed.
Dude, right? Oh man. Anyways.
That'd be funny. No, anyway, the idea was that when they were filming Tusk, they had Harley Quinn Smith in the movie, and you know she's best friends with Lily Rose Depp. So Lily Rose comes over to the scene or to the set one day, and Kevin Smith's like, "Hey, Johnny, man, like, why don't we put Lily Rose in this? Like, it'd be cool. Like, we both get to act with our daughters and stuff, or like I get to work with my daughter, you get to work with your daughter." And he's like, "Wow, I'd never even thought of."
Because they were in Tusk,
Yeah, he was in Tusk with him. This is the fucking.
No, but they were in Tusk. As the
Yeah, they were
comedians
the same characters in Tusk. This is amazing. Kevin Smith tells this story about how their daughters have known each other since they were 5. So obviously he has Johnny Depp's like contact info and stuff for them like hanging out, but Johnny Depp's like A-list actors, you know, and Kevin Smith refers to himself as the Z of Z-list actors.
Yeah.
So it's funny that those two ended up doing anything together in the movie world in my head, just because I would have never ever imagined that. I don't know. So he tells this story. He tells this story about how like when he first asked Johnny Depp to be in the movie, he's like the part that he plays was actually written for Quentin Tarantino. And the reason I was able to make that movie in the first place was because some guy just heard my podcast, had a bunch of money, and just was like, "I just want to see if you can do it. So here you go. Who's in your movie so far?" And I told him Quentin Tarantino, and he was like, "Okay, for sure, here you go." Well, Quentin Tarantino got the script and was like, he emails, and you know, Kevin Smith and Quentin are good friends, you know. So Kevin emails Quentin. Quentin reads the script, and Kevin's stoked. He's like, "Oh yeah, for sure, he'll be in my movie." He replies to me with 2 words: "Fuck no." So immediately I'm thinking, "Oh shit, what do I tell what do I fucking tell the guy who just gave me all the money? I can't remember his name. He knows his name. He was naming him. But anyway, he's like, what do I tell him, dude? Like, I don't know what to do. And someone just goes, why don't you just ask Johnny Depp or something like that? And he's like, I guess I could. So he emails Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp's like, absolutely. I don't know if you know, but I've played some pretty weird characters in the past.
Yeah.
I once played a boy who had scissors for hands.
Really?
He's like, yeah, I heard of that one. He's like, and so he tells his wife, and she's like, you bothered the Depps with your stupid bullshit?
That's great.
And so anyway, that's the story of Johnny Depp getting into Tusk. And then when Johnny Depp gets to Tusk, he's like stoked on the character, and his one request was that he lets the guy who did all of his makeup on the Pirates movies, he has to be able to do his makeup in Tusk. So Kevin Smith's like, yeah, dude, yeah, for sure, dude, if that's what you want, that's what you want. And so the dude comes in, and Kevin Smith sees Johnny Depp for the first time in character, and he added this giant fake prosthetic nose on. And he's like, what do you think? And like, he's like, it looks like a dick. And he's like, I was thinking about putting a blue vein right here on the side of it. And he's like, I can't believe Johnny Depp is in my movie suggesting that he wear a dick on his face the whole time.
Jesus.
This is never, ever a thing I would have imagined. And anyway, so they ended up becoming like pretty like cool with each other and stuff while working together. So year or so goes by since Tusk comes out. Yoga Hosers becomes an idea, and he asks Johnny Depp again, hey, do you remember Guy Lapointe, the character you played in Tusk? And he's like, I always fucking use that voice, and I annoy the shit out of everybody I know with that voice all the time, dude. How could I forget? He's like, well, I was thinking maybe you might want to do it again. Yep, I'm in. Don't even ask. He's like, I haven't even told you what you're doing yet.
That's funny.
He's like, let me tell you what you're doing first. You're gonna be fighting little Canadian Nazi sausages, and he's like,
Bratwurst.
You had me at no. He said sausages.
No, I know.
But he's like, and then Johnny Depp tells me, you had me at Guy Lapointe. What are you trying to sell me on the movie for still?
Hell yeah.
That's the kind of person Johnny Depp is, just so everyone here knows. Anyway, let's get to the movie. The idea for this movie was it's a movie for teenage girls, and that honestly is exactly what it felt like when I was watching it. It was a Kevin Smith movie for sure, in the sense that like a lot of shit, if you don't think about it, doesn't make any sense. Or it's just like, why? Like, what for any fucking reason, why would you do this of all things? There's plenty of that in the movie, but that honestly to me is what makes Kevin Smith movies. Like, it wouldn't be a Kevin Smith movie if I wasn't asking myself, like, what the fuck was he thinking?
Yeah.
That's what I go to see his movies for. So in that sense, fucking amazing job, Kevin Smith, dude. 10 out of 10, because I loved Yoga Hosers. I'm not a teenage girl not since 08, but I mean, I loved it, dude.
Oh. What I was thinking is, I like the idea of you giving every movie a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Because I've been
watching some good movies, dude. I haven't seen any shit movies recently. When one comes up, I will be honest, but like, I honestly did think Suicide Squad was a solid 8.
Batman v Superman.
No,
10 out of 10.
No, fuck that, dude.
10 out of 10.
No, Batman v Superman.
10 out of 10.
Fucking 3 out of 10.
10 out
You get
of
3
10.
points. 1 point for a fucking awesome action. 2 points. Well, another point for having the balls to put Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor and then actually market that. And a 3rd point for that Batman in the desert scene. I fucking dug that shit, dude. Parademons.
You like your Batman shooting guns, go see Batman v Superman. Kyle, thank you for that review. Thank you for your score. Thank you for your time.
Yoga Hosers. Everybody, seriously, go see it. It deserves being seen. And honestly, it's got some language in it, but like, there's language in real life. It's like a real thing. So take your teenage daughter to see Yoga Hosers, because Or at least tell her to go see it by herself, because it really does send a good message to teenage girls. It's two average looking teenage girls, and like average looking in the sense that they weren't like all super done up in this movie, you know, and they work fucking convenience store in Canada of all places. They're these two average, beyond average girls who all of a sudden have to be badasses, and that shows this idea that, like, you know, every girl doesn't have to be a fucking supermodel and doesn't have to look like they're 20 when they're only 16 years old. These are actually 16-year-old girls playing 16-year-old girls. So that was pretty cool too. Take your kid, especially if she's a girl, take her to go see Yoga Hosers and tell her that she's fucking cool too.
Do more yoga, because obesity is just not a cool pandemic. And my name's Garrett. You can find me on Twitter at Yogurt, YOGRRTT. Every Wednesday, you can find me hosting the And Games podcast with Alex, posting the In Rotation compilations on Mondays. We got the new conversations coming every Thursdays. I appreciate your time. You can find all the shit that I just listed off at SoundCloud.com/ConcertRotation, ConcertRotation.com/whatever the fuck you want to put in there. You'll find it. I guarantee it. Twitter.com/ConcertRotation with no A in constant, because I can't fit it, because fuck Twitter. Thank you for having me, Kyle. Thank you. I appreciate you having the balls to try and do as good of a job as I did.
I appreciate you, beefing yourself up, thinking that co-hosting is as good of a job as anything.
It is. It's the most important job.
Hey, without him, there is no show, so let's be real. Hey, it's the Kyle Show. Anyway, I'm Kyle. You can catch me on Twitter. Probably not that often because I'm not really there. But if you want to, Kyle was like, KYLEWUZ, like. You can hit us up at After the Preview on Twitter with no S because, like he said, Twitter doesn't let us fit that many characters. Hit us up on there. Tell us your opinions on shit. Let us know what you want to hear us talking about. You got some topic? We didn't catch it? Fucking hit us up. Tell us. Be in our faces. Be like, yo, you dumb shits. Why don't you talk about this? Why didn't you guys talk about fuck, I missed it again. Garrett! We didn't talk about Captain Marvel again.
Captain Marvel has some directors coming. It's a short list. It doesn't really matter because they're all women.
No, it does. Oh, dude, come on. You gotta edit that. You can't do that like that.
Fuck women. Fuck all women.
Oh, God.
Women are irrelevant.
Anyway, I'm Kyle. You can catch me on Twitter. Probably not that often because I'm not really there. I'm trying to get back into it, but I'm on Twitter as Kyle was like, KYLEWUZ, like. You can hit us up at After the Preview on Twitter. No S because, as he mentioned before, can't fit enough characters into that. Twitter, fix that shit because we need one more character for this show. After the Previews, hit us up there. If you want us to talk about stuff, we missed something you want us to talk about, hit us up. Tell us. Be like, yo, dumb shits, talk about this on your show. And we will. We need it. Anyway, catch us later. Catch us next week, every Friday. This has been After the Previews. Silence your cell phones.